Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Friday night weekly Rachel's Recipes. Woo! I'm Rachel. Okay, that was really exciting. I'm Rachel. I am 24. You can find me on Facebook. It's just Rachel Waite. That's my full name. And you can also find me on Instagram. It's Rachel Waite _100. And also now I'm on YouTube too. Yay! So I'm actually a health mentor for Healthy and Empowered. Healthy and Empowered is my brand and my team's brand. I never say that anything's just mine because a whole lot of work has gone into this, people. This is our guide. I don't know that you can see it. It's over 100 pages long. There's Tasha there, she's one of the founders, and then there's everybody in my team. We are just normal people. Like, there's nothing major special about us other than the special thing that we're all humans and we have a passion for caring for other people and for sharing this amazing opportunity that we found that is through Juice Plus. I am a really proud ambassador of Juice Plus. And stop, don't panic and click off. Like, don't do that. You want to hear about this. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh my god, one of these dodgy, they're trying to get me to give them the money and then it's just gonna go nowhere. I don't, like, no, I'm not hearing any of it. I was like huge skeptic. I went looking for the negatives, which is like not what you should do. And at the time I was in a really bad place with myself. I didn't know where I wanted my career to go. My health was just like rocketing. I'd started going on anxiety meds. I was really depressed. I just had like no energy. I was just so tired all the time. And I've just realised somebody else has come in. So hi Naomi, thank you for joining. And during this time, I was approached by my friend, and she kept on at me like, "You need to look at Healthy and Empowered." I was like, "Oh." And so I took the time out to look at it, and I realised it was more than just sales, and it was like more than just this fad thing. It was a whole lifestyle, and this is when we all started getting together, all of the people who were involved in the, can you see, in the making of this, and we decided that this has to be something for everybody. And what is it that everybody needs? Our health isn't just about our internal nutritional health or our physical health. It's about our mental health as well. Health is so many levels. And one of the really, really huge up there things for me is obviously our mental health and our self-love and our self-worth, our self-acceptance. And that is what really struck me with Juice Plus. And that is why I decided to say yes, ultimately, because I realized I didn't have to be a major fitness fanatic. Like, cool if you are, that's your thing. But look at me, I am not the thinnest girl in the world. But I love how I can sort of take this on board and help people with eat, train, think, or train, eat, think, which is our brand through Healthy and Empowered. And I can do the little things that I enjoy doing, like walking my dogs for exercise or riding my bike. I love to swim, like the doggy paddle. I naturally do doggy paddle. What is that about? Anyone else do that? And so I was like, okay, cool, I can do this, I can do this. And I'll tell you what it was that made the huge difference. Like, before we go any further, before you decide whether or not you're going to hit that button of like, nah, not listening, which is a little bit silly because I am a really open-minded person, so I love like learning. I just like learn everything, and that was one of the big things for me. Before I started, I was like researching everything, and I was like, oh, why can't I find negative things about this goddamn company? Like, why? I was like getting frustrated, and then I would find the negative things, and I was like, yeah, that's what this is about. And I'm gonna go and see if that's true. So I kind of joined on this idea that I'd give it a try. I'd earn some extra money through helping people. I would be honest. Like, honesty is so important to me. But this is what stuck out the most. These products here, like, that I am holding, cuddling. This is fruit. No, this is veg, guys. You can see that. That is veg. Testing you. This is veg. This is fruit. See the fruit? And berries, right? We do not have these and cut out all food. We do not do that. This is not a substitute. This is not a supplement. This is to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. So they're sitting there, oh yeah, my mom's like, oh, I've been on Weight Watchers for like 25 years. Like, I eat loads of fruit. And I'm like, oh, me too. But this is 30 different vegetables and 30 different fruits, okay? You don't believe me? Ingredient list. No nasties, like none. No nasties whatsoever. And one thing that distinguishes these guys, see how they have this list here, an ingredient list? Yeah? You only put that label, by law, you only put that label onto something that is a food. These are a food. It's whole food nutrition. And because it's whole food nutrition, it goes straight into your bloodstream. There's hardly any water in it. That's why it goes straight into your bloodstream, which means that it works differently for absolutely everyone. So we're not doctors, we're not nurses, we're not scientists. They have done that for us, okay? The guys who have decided to put fruit and vegetables in an organic, like non-GMO way into capsules for us. They've done that for us. That's the hard work. So when you take this, you know that you are getting something that is only going to be beneficial for you. And because it's going straight into your bloodstream and everybody's blood is different, every human is so special and unique in their own way, this will work for people in different ways. So my little sister has a really rare syndrome. It's called PWS, and she is in hospital like every single year. Her immune system is just so weak. She catches a flu and it's like near miss. Like she almost dies. She has done on many different occasions. And I was hearing a lot of stories from my team saying, yeah, my child's got autism, my child's got ADHD, I've got ADHD, some people would say to me, or perhaps they've had IBS. And I was hearing real stories, like real people who were struggling or experiencing the same frustrations that I had in life. And they were saying, yeah, but since being on these products, I've noticed this, and this change. And because I bought these for myself, my child got these chewable versions, and it has improved their focus and their energy and their attention in school. And it's also helped with their like appetite and the way that they really crave fruit and veg. And then I heard a story of a woman who was talking in one of our training groups about how much it had helped her daughter when she was going through the chemotherapy. And I thought, this helps your immune system. So I gave these to my sister, and I would never do that. Like, I cherish my sister so much. If I had the smallest idea that there was something not quite right in these products, I wouldn't have given them. And I gave them to her, and she's been taking them like every day since like last year sometime. And she has not been in hospital yet. Like, that is fantastic for me, and that just drives me forward so much. So I was like, everybody's making different recipes. Let's do the call, Rachel's Recipes. So here we are today, and I'm just gonna take a breather. Like, God, that was a lot of talking. I get really passionate, can you tell? And the reason I do that is because I'm moving on to these. These are shakes. Now, again, don't turn off. Like, don't like, here it is. Here's the catch. Shakes. She's wanting me to give up all my meals. Have shakes. That is exactly what I thought when I heard the SIT word. Until I realised nobody was going to pin me down and be like, you won't lose any weight until you have just lived off these. No one's saying that to me. People were like, this is yum. Like, try it. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to spend my money on that. And they were like, yeah, but there's 17 different vegetables in there. And I was like, yeah, I've got my capsules. And they were like, yeah, but you can make pancakes. I was like, yeah, I can make pancakes. Like, you know. And they were like, yeah, but you can, like, you know, it's full of protein. I was like, I got my chia seeds. Like, I'm cool. Don't need protein. So you can see I was one of these really awkward people. And then my friend was like, I'm just going to make this smoothie. Like, I was like, oh, smoothie. And she was making it for one of these live videos on Facebook. She got this. This is vanilla. And she mixed it with almond milk, peanut butter, and she put a banana in there and she whizzed it all together and she handed me it, and it was the most gloopy, peanutty, like, oh, it was just so yummy. Like, you should have seen my face. Like, on this video, I'm like this, like, this is the cup. I'm like in the background and I'm like, and she's like talking to me, asking me questions, and I'm like this. Like, I could not answer her questions. I was like, I'm busy. So I ordered these straight away purely because they were so enjoyable. And then I was like looking through our our Eat Train Think program that I was just showing you there on the phone. It had all these incredible recipes, and I was like, oh my god, like there's so many recipes. So I started making them, and my family were loving them, and it was filling me up, and it was great because I was going all the way to work, which was an hour at this point, right? Like, I loved that job because of where it was. It was like so pretty, but it was an hour's drive, and I like my food. And I was like, oh no, I'm sick of giving up my food, like, to get to work on time. So, I mean, that's personal development, time management. That's a whole other issue. But, I was developing as a person and connecting with the team at this point. So I'm making my smoothies and I'm going to work and I'm not feeling hungry. So I'm not snacking. And suddenly I've got way more energy and I'm loving it because I can come home on the night and I can chat to my team and I can do calls like this. My anxiety levels, I still get anxious. I still take my meds. This isn't a miracle cure, people, but having a community around you, people who support you and build you up, makes all the difference. And that is what this is. This allows you access into all of our material from professionals such as James Knight. He's a personal trainer to people like Natasha Minter, who is actually a model. She's signed in many different countries, and she is our gorgeous best friend and upline for this business. And it gave me all the access to all the previous videos, all the events, like VIP exclusive material. And I was like reading it, and people were like, yo, you brainwashed. And I was like, if I'm brainwashed, this is the best brainwashing ever because I am happy and I see now a path for my future. Whereas before I was like, and even on days where I'm not massively clear what my future is, I just know it's gonna be okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, I just know my team have got my back and I've got their back, and we all care for each other so much that we push each other to succeed. And the only way we succeed as well is by helping other people succeed. So it's like a no-brainer for me. So that was like one huge rant, and you're probably wondering what is going on. But that was like a really brief introduction to our products. We've also got amazing Amigas, which are the first of their kind in this world, like this entire universe, unless there's aliens out there copying us, who knows. And they are made from algae. So they are like plant-based, they're vegan Amigas. We need more Amigas in our body. It helps with our eyes, our lungs, our heart, it helps us. And so they're just some of the incredible ways that this can help you as well. So Rachel's Recipes, I should really be making you some kind of recipe right now. I mean, it's 9:20. Is it too late for chocolate? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Oh my god. They smell like, do you know what it smells like? Cocoa Pops. It smells like Cocoa Pops. That's what it is. I don't know whether you guys have that in America, but that's because this is just, see on the front there? Sustainably sourced cocoa. So we don't have any of these like crazy flavors like salted caramel or like fake strawberry, none of that. It's just like what it is. So these are great for like before workouts, after workouts, things like that. Personally, I'll have them for my breakfast. If I'm trying to lose some weight, I'll have them for like breakfast and my lunch. When we do this thing called the shred, it is like a no-brainer. We strip back everything to the purest form. Like, humans aren't supposed to be eating the crap that we do eat, all this processed stuff. Like, we basically say do you know where it's come from and what's really in it? And if the answer is no, then do not put it into your body, because you're worth so much more than that, aren't you? Right? So we plan ahead. We all get together as a team online and we make meal plans. We prep for it. We share our experiences. It's not easy, because nothing that takes consistent dedication is super, super easy. But because you've got this support and encouragement, it's easier. And we end up eating all these like delicious like recipes that I never would have thought of before. And we literally just strip everything back. We go back to basics. Everything's raw. Everything's natural. We still enjoy carbs. We're not saying cut this out, cut that out, cut this. We're basically saying cut out that, right? And don't deprive yourself. Like, if on one of them days you feel like you want to eat some chocolate, go ahead and eat the goddamn chocolate. Like, moderation, not deprivation. Okay, it's just not good for anyone's health. Some diets would have you do that. That is not what we're about. Not all. So, I mean, if it was what this was about, I wouldn't be involved, because I like food too much. And I also can't stick to things for very long. So having something that is set out so that people aren't like, Rich, this is what you're eating on that day. Instead, it's like, hey, there's this, and this. Like, we've got an entire recipe book, and I can like click through it, and it's affordable and it's easy. And if it's for more than one person, you can freeze it. And it's just fun, you know? And then I lost about 8 pounds in 7 days. And people are now maybe thinking that's not sustainable, because that's what my argument always used to be. But this is a detox for your body. Like, this is a way of saying to your body, look, I love you and I'm going to nourish you, because your body is a part of you. I said this last night. Like, look at your hands. Like, look at yourself in the mirror. Like, this is you. This is you. Like, love that. If that was, like, if a body part was taken away, how would you feel? Like, your body is an entity in itself, in that this is you in your mind, and out here is almost a reflection of that, you know? Well, it is, isn't it, in the mirror? So you should never look in the mirror and tell yourself hate. You should always like look in the mirror and only say the things to yourself that you would say to somebody that you cared about and loved. And always refer to your body as like a person, because you are a person. We just never see ourselves as a person, right? So I lost this weight, and then from that, I then started slowly integrating certain things back into my life that were normal to me, but kept with the natural ingredients. And like, maybe I would have, instead of a shake, I would have a sandwich, you know? Like, that's not gonna kill anyone. Right? And instead of having like maybe my morning shake, I would have some fruit. Yeah, like melon chopped up with, I'm not saying like just 2 or 3 strawberries. I'm like, have a banana, have an apple, like have a pear. Why not? Why not? Right? And then that's how it was maintained, because instead of being like, yeah, I've lost all this weight, like now I'm gonna binge eat because I deprived, starved, self-hated for a week and lost this much weight. Instead, it was like, okay, cool. Like, let's get back to normal again. And, well, not normal, because normal before was like, food. But you really feel a massive difference in yourself. Like, you feel less bloated, feel more excited about food. You're more conscious about what it is that you're picking up. And there's a crazy amount of food that we eat. And you think, what's it? What are they? What the hell are what's-its? I love what's-its, but what are they? What are they? And what was I eating? Bonbons. What is a bonbon? I have no idea. I have no idea. Cereals, secret sugars. What meat is in sausage roll? Like, I love that flaky pastry, but what is that stuff on the inside? Like, pork pies, it's jelly. What is that? There's so many things that we eat and we don't know what the hell it is. It's so creepy. But you only see my mind working now, like I'm really thinking on it, because you'd never really take time out to just go, what is in this? And then you're like, oh, it's cool, I know what's in this, like, it's, and you turn over the back and you're like, it's blah, 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 blah. But do you really know what half those words mean? Like, they're just big scientific words. But watch this space a second. Back. Right, if I held up something like chew bars and we're like, yeah, I know what's in this. Like, there's says there oats, raisins, sugar, there's blah, blah, blah. Like, that's a random word. Like, you don't know what that is. It's a scientific word. And you're like, what is that? Right? Do I need that for this? Label? Hello, label? No. This is a carrot. And I know what's in this. Carrot. Okay. Right, this, yeah? Anyone? Anyone want to answer?
Potato.
It's a potato! Yeah! Okay. Feel me? Are you ready for this one? Because I've seen you mouthing potato. Ready? Watch her be like, what the hell is that? Right, this comes in a packet. Be afraid. Comes in a packet. Just showing not everything that comes in a packet is bad. What the hell is that?
Cabbage.
No, she's wrong. It's the celery, right?
I thought you was going to pull out a banana.
It's a cabbage. No, it's not a cabbage. It's a celery. But you get my point. Okay, so that is another reason why I absolutely love this show, because we're just like so real and like it's so much fun. Cabbage. And then one for Katie, but she probably can't talk, so I'll pretend to be Katie. It says it on the front.
Peppers.
The peppers. So you could have peppers. We've been cutting peppers wrong for like 1,000 years. Okay, I don't know if they've been along that right. Look at peppers. How you cut peppers in so many different ways. We should do a poll on this. How do you cut your peppers? People waste, and I hate food waste. I'm doing an entire show on food waste. This was on diets. But peppers. It's getting serious now. I cut the top. Yeah. Right. And then I cut this little bubbly bit out around here. And then I cut around and get these seeds out. And then the bit that I cut off on the top, there's nothing wrong with this. You can eat this bit here. Look, it did nothing to you. It's fine. So, but some people just like cut it and then chuck it. What? And those seeds are so annoying. Like if you just cut straight down the middle and then the seeds, poof, everywhere, nightmare. Like, don't they get everywhere though? And they end up in your wok. Like they end up in your, like on your spoon and everything, nightmare. But if you cut them like this, and it can honestly pull it out like a little hat, like it's awesome. You get a couple of scragglers, but they actually don't taste that bad. Like when they accidentally go in the wok, it's not like, oh, there's a pip. It's like, oh, like I didn't taste any, you know. So you can stuff this with feta, maybe some spinach. Ooh, sounding good already. Pine nuts. Bake it. I'm just making this up as I go along. But see, like, simple pepper, right? And you could do so much with it. I would much rather have that and make myself some wedges than get myself something that is full of sugar, salts, preservatives, all because I can't be bothered to cook. Can't be bothered is an excuse, and excuses come from like a negative subconscious of how you see yourself. So I know people are busy. Like I know what that life is like. Like when I don't work anymore because I do this, but when I was working, I was coming home at like 9 and I'd get in, I'd try and do some business. I like do the house. I had washing to catch up on. Like it's busy. Life is busy. Okay. But if you spend half a day having fun, prepping, chatting to your family about what they want to do, and maybe making a shopping list and going out and having fun buying it too, right? And creating new recipes together. You could freeze it, or you could have a slow cooker. That saves you time and energy and effort, because whatever you've frozen, you just tip in your slow cooker, leave it for the rest of the day, right? Or instead of coming home, filling your body with this stuff that just doesn't nourish you from the microwave, you can pick up a simple pepper, check out what cheeses you've got in the house, cut up some wedges, and just make something yummy. And you'll have more energy and you'll feel proud of yourself because you've done something different, you know? It's all about, this week for me is literally all about trying out new things, because if you stay in your comfort zone, nothing changes. You gotta, even I'm finding out new things about myself just because I'm changing little things. Like, I decided I hate horrors, and I was like, I don't like horrors, I'm gonna watch a horror. And it turns out, they're not that bad. Like, I thought I'd be like really terrified. Like, okay, by horror I mean like I've been watching thrillers. Like, I haven't stepped up my game to horror just yet. Like, maybe next week. But there's so much about ourselves that we just don't know yet. So if I challenge you to anything, it is literally just to try one new thing, like totally new, because you don't know if you don't like it yet. It's like when you've got a kid and they're like, I don't want to eat peppers. Like, whoa, that was a crazy voice. Peppers! JC, I'm looking at you. Have you ever tried a pepper? If you've got a child who's like, I don't want to try it, I don't like it, but you know that they've never tried it, right? So rationally you're thinking, they've never tried it, they don't know if they like it. We all have an inner child that is like, I'm not going to try that, I don't like it, that's out of my comfort zone, that might not work. These are all fears, and fears lead to excuses, right? You have this fear of stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something different, be that in your career, in your business, in your love life, your social life, your personal life, your spare time. And so what do? You make up excuses. Kids do the same, like, oh, I'm full, mummy, or like, oh no, I want something different, mummy, like, I'll try it next time. And we all have that inner child, and inner children and children, adults, everyone needs boundaries, and boundaries don't have to be negative. They can be positively enforced. Like, you could just say to yourself when you hear these excuses coming through, oh, I don't want to go for a jog, I'm too tired, which is ironic because jogging makes you more energetic. You end up thinking, oh, I'm too tired, I don't want to, like, I don't want to try that, it's different, like, it might be scary, I might fail, I'm scared, blah, blah. Excuses. Instead, just think to yourself, it might not be that bad. And shush, inner child, I am going to look after you, I am going to nourish you, I'm going to nurture you, and I'm going to love you. Every time you do something, ask yourself, is that helping my inner child, me? Because your inner child, in essence, is your soul, it is you, it is your authentic self. Like, I walked through a shopping mall the other day carrying a balloon because Winnie the Pooh said that it would make me happy, right? People were laughing at me, but I was like, I've got a balloon. Like, that was my authentic self. Why should I not carry a balloon if it makes me happy, right? So you don't know that trying something new, like one of the products from Healthy and Empowered, or even being a part of our team, we can explain how you do that, or eating a new recipe like this pepper here. You don't know that you won't like it unless you try it. And guess what? You're a grown-up. So you love, respect, and nurture yourself enough to know that you'll protect yourself. So if you try it and you do not like it, what are you going to do? You're going to go, okay, cool, well done, you tried it, let's move on, you don't have to do it again. Like, we can throw out the peppers, let's not throw out the peppers. Okay? Anyway, that was a really, really random ramble. I'm just going to read this out to you because this was really interesting about chia seeds. You can literally do everything with these. You just put a teaspoon on top of like your porridge, in your smoothies. I thought they'd get stuck in my teeth because I have fillings, things like that, but they don't. Like, you don't even notice them go down. And the serving suggestion says you can put them with salads, on top of like chicken, things like that. Anyway, it says chia seeds, also known as Salvia hispanica, here, are a source of omega-3. Our omegas, correct me if I'm wrong, are omega-3, 5, 6, and 8? No?
3, 5, 6, 7, and 9.
Ooh, I was almost there. Okay, cool. So thanks, Jenny. Chia seeds, they have omega-3. They contain alpha linolenic. Oh God, that's another one of those things where like what? Like, which apparently helps to maintain normal cholesterol levels, right? So that's a good thing to know. Like, at least these have the decency to then explain what it does. But my mind, I would be like, okay, I'm going to go and research that now. One final thing to know as well is that the importance of these combined with these these have your micronutrients and antioxidants, and these are your macronutrients. They're the things that you need in your lifestyle, in your diet, in your nutrition to balance everything out to make you healthy. Okay, so if you want to be part of the Think section of the Healthy and Empowered guide, then please come along to one of our other calls. I do the self-love call every single Thursday night. It's great. Us girls and boys get together and we do our, well, sometimes I do my hair. We put on face masks that we've created using these because they have antioxidants in them, right? That helps your skin and your nails and your hair. Yeah, do it there. And we talk about like meditation, mindset, empowering, we do tasks, personal development, like all sorts. Did I say that? And yeah, just it'd be great to see you there. So thank you hugely for coming along and watching tonight's show. I'm sorry if you think that I've spoken too fast or that I'm too hyper, but like I'm excited, and I hope that you have a fantastic week. And then no matter what you do, no matter what you do this next week between this Friday and next Friday, make sure that you do it for you and that you choose to be healthy and empowered. Yay! Do one task that pushes you, okay? All right, I love you all. I'm gonna end the recording.
We love you.
Goodbye. Oh, does anyone have any questions or any comments? No? No? Okay. Okay, cool. Goodbye.